plastic simulates that 2x2 base plate there. We'll be able to watch the grout as it goes in and it flows across. The idea is not to make the grout so fluid where it just fills from the bottom up. You want to get the right consistency without segregation, and you'll see that that's the key thing to watch. You might have to get up. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. I think it will. But as I lift this up and I allow the grout to flow, it will make contact on the underside of this base plate or this piece of plexiglass, and it'll flow across this way, forcing all the air out to the other side. And that's how you get that EBA that Mike talked about, that effective bonding area.
Okay. You guys want to mix? Now, one of the other simple things with grout, each grout has a required water cement ratio. Ours is relatively easy. For this consistency, it's about 1 gallon of water per bag. So it's pretty simple. Usually guys have some concept of a gallon, 8 quarts, or 4 quarts, 8 pints. None of you really know what a pint is, especially a pint, so that's key. Now, with all cementitious material, how long should it in?
Put some more water in it. Yeah.
3 minutes. Alright, 2 to 3 minutes, really 3 minutes.
Yeah. Put all the water in.
3 minutes. Again, all the cement rings, everything needs to be activated, and there's also admixtures in the grout that have to be activated. And there's one order that will show you later that it's critical, like the 928. So you need everything to kick in and can be activated by the water mixing process so that you have perfect flow.
Put pour it in there. Just pour the water in too. Put the rest of that water in then.
These grouts are used for patching.
Pour it all in. That's a gallon. That's a gallon. That's what I want. That's all good.
Solid here, highlight. The water cement ratio is very critical. A pint more will make a huge difference and could put it beyond the capability of the grout. It'll fall out. Alright? So unlike when you blush concrete, seriously, half a pint. The water cement ratio is very critical. So a lot of guys will do is they'll take a bucket, they'll measure it down, they'll cut a hole. You can't overfill it. You have it on your own. Cut a hole in it, the guys fill it with water. Let's talk about patching. Again, if you have a confined area, do you use grout? Yes. All right, if it's a confined area and you're going to water cure it. Now, is that practical? You're going to do a floor, probably not good. Set faster. Grout's traditionally set in 3 hours. So that's usually too long for any kind of work on. But if you want to pour it into a wall cavity or something like that, absolutely. Recess the edge. Hey, Mike.
How about vertical patching, like on tie holes? Explain why you wouldn't want to use grout versus using something like VO or precast.
A lot of guys use dry pack grout to do tie holes. You need to pre-dampen it, and obviously it's going to be impossible to cure it. If you were to do it in a dry pack, you could, but it's difficult to get the flowability. Go ahead. It's difficult to get a fluid grout to hang in there.
Yep.
All right, so he's filling the head box. One of the things, as he pulls that, I want to show you.
We're going to watch.
Inside of the bucket.
Watch for the contact area.
Yeah, I should just bring it over to the camera.
I'm going to pull this mic right now. So here,
Okay, go ahead.
see how we make contact and all the air is being pushed to the opposite side.
No voids. That's great. Beautiful. And that's with no strapping. Sometimes on a large floor, guys will put a strapping or something underneath the plate and we'll run it back and forth just to kind of help the grout flow out or release any entrapped air. What I wanted to show you here is in the inside of the bucket. Mr. Cameraman, if you can see that. You really can't. You see the cream on the top side of that? All right? That's, in a fluid consistency, a lot of grouts won't have that body, all right? It keeps everything together, keeps it suspended. Any other questions on grouting? Cure. Mixing properly.
Bottom rack, right? Cure.
Oh,